Hey wavies and curlies, this is Stacy from the Frizz Girls. As you can see, I have gym hair. I don't care. I'm getting ready to change and head off to the gym and get my workout in this afternoon. But before I do, I wanted to share something with you that kind of has been on my mind. So yesterday I was scrolling through TikTok and I was watching a video of a girl who was about 10 years old, maybe a little bit older, maybe she was 11, 12. And you could tell from the video that this girl had wavy curly hair. It was probably more on the wavy side, but she was being tossed between mom and dad, some sort of, I guess, court battle, custody battle situation. I don't know the details of that one, and that's not the point. But while she was gone with her dad for 10 days, apparently her hair wasn't properly cared for. It was severely matted in all, the back of her head, it was severely matted, and it was really hard to figure out where the ends were at from the root. And at one point in the video, it looked like maybe the mom or somebody was decided that it was too hard to get all the mats out of the hair and that it was better to cut the hair. And I felt bad for this child. And there were a lot of comments in this video, and the most common comment was, why did the parent not teach their daughter how to brush their wavy curly hair? And the situation with this child and their hair being matted could have been prevented and all it was simply taking the time to teach the child how to brush their wavy curly hair properly. And if you, as the parent, did not know how to properly teach your child or your daughter how to brush their wavy curly hair properly, then why didn't you ask for assistance? Meaning, call a hairstylist who specializes in wavy curly hair. You can find many of them through Instagram. Call one up and say, I have a daughter with wavy curly hair, and if the daughter has learning issues, for instance, like neurodivergent or autism or whatever, say, my child has whatever issues and needs someone who's got time and patience, pay to have that stylist teach your child how to brush their wavy curly hair properly. And if that would have happened, this child would have not experienced the severe matting in her hair over those 10 days that she was with her dad, and she would have had the education and the confidence in herself to say, no, stop, to her dad. I need to brush my hair. There's a certain way that I have to brush my hair. So-and-so taught me how to brush my wavy curly hair. I need to brush it this way. Let me wash it. Let me take care of it myself. I can do this. I know how to do this. And I feel so bad for her because growing up, I had long wavy brown hair. And my mom would style it with ponytails and pigtails and things like that. But because my hair was wavy and her hair had like a slight bend, she didn't know how to teach me how to take care of my wavy curly hair. So she convinced me to cut it. And that's all I heard for a really long time was cut your hair, cut your hair, cut your hair. And one time we were buying hair rubber bands, the kind with the little balls, colored balls on the ends. And she said to me, do you want to cut your hair? And at that point I said yes. And she made an appointment at the Yellow Balloon Salon in Westwood, California, that's no longer in business. And the lady was afraid to cut my hair, and she did. And because my mom said, she wants a cut. But I didn't have the confidence in myself at the time to say, no, I changed my mind. I don't want to cut my hair. Can you teach me how to love my hair? Can you teach me how to take care of it? And that was the journey of my hair journey. And that's why I wrote my books. I wrote my books, and I didn't know when I was this young child that I would become an author, that I would write children's books. I wanted to be an author, and I thought I would write a book, and I did write a book. I wrote a couple books. Some of them are not published. Some of them are nowhere near finished. I just did not anticipate that I would write a children's book, let alone a children's book on hair. But I did. I wrote 4 of them. And when I wrote these books, I wrote it to help other people like myself who maybe had a mom that did not understand my wavy curly hair, did not understand how to take care of it, didn't know how to teach me to take care of it because they didn't understand how to take care of it, and thought the easy way would be, or the lazy way is, let me just cut it because I don't know what to do with it. And I don't know what the word is. I don't know how to express it, but never considered going to ask somebody. Never considered doing the research to say, you know what? My daughter has curly hair or wavy hair and I don't know how to take care of it. And I don't know how to teach her and I don't understand. Let me call around some salons to see if anyone can teach her because I don't know what to do with this. Let me call a hair school. Let me call Supercuts. Let me call the Vidal Sassoon salon. Let me call whatever hair salon is near me and see who can teach my daughter. And sometimes parents are so in a hurry that a solution is, I don't know, and I'm too lazy to find a solution. So my solution is, I'm going to cut the hair. And that changes a kid's self-esteem, and it makes a kid feel like they can't do something on their own, that they can't be taught to do something as simple as taking care of their wavy curly hair. And it's really not hard. What's hard is when you don't understand how to take care of it. What's hard is asking someone, how do I take care of it? If you don't know, all you have to do is ask a question. You know, they say the only stupid question there is the one that you never ask. So if you don't ask, how are you going to get the answers and get the help that you or even your child needs to take care of their wavy curly hair? And, you know, there are times where I wish my mom would have asked if she didn't know how to take care of it to teach so I could learn how to take care of it myself. And maybe I wouldn't have gone through everything that I did with my wavy curly hair. And I'd be a different person. But at the same time, if I didn't go through what I went through as a child, I wouldn't have had all the experiences with my wavy curly hair. I wouldn't be in the position today to share my story with others who went through the same experience, but now as adults don't know how to express it, or don't know how to share it, or don't know how to teach it. And I don't want kiddos who have wavy curly hair to go through what I go through, what I went through as a kid. I want them to know that they have control of their hair, that it is a choice for themselves, that they can say, no, I don't want to cut it, or I want to learn how to take care of it, or, you know, I don't understand why I'm having a hard time brushing it, or should I be using other products? Doing the research and getting the help. There is no shame in asking for help. There is no shame. If you don't know how to do something, you ask other people that know how to do something better. They always say if you want to get into investing, you don't talk to people who don't do investments. You talk to people who are already investors, who are wealthy and good at investing. They can teach you the ins and outs of investing and help you understand. They say, you know, if you want to learn how to rebuild a car engine, you don't talk to somebody who reads a book and can explain it. You talk to the mechanic that can teach you how to determine what is wrong with the engine and take it apart and how to put it back together. You go to the experts. You get the knowledge from the experts that know how to do something you don't. and you learn from them. You ask the questions, you get the help that's needed. And then when you understand it, then you can do it on your own. And now you might practice and might make a lot of mistakes. And you know what? That's okay. That's what it's all about, is learning. Children need to learn how to take care of their wavy curly hair. They need to learn how to brush it. And if they don't brush it correctly the first time, that's okay. They are children. They need to learn. That's why they go to school. They learn to practice to get better at something. It's like you've got to learn your ABCs before you can start forming words and sentences and then paragraphs and stories. You got to start at the bottom. So if they mess up brushing their hair the first time, just say, you know what? That's a great attempt. You did really good for your first time. What could you do different the next time you brush your wavy curly hair? I don't know. Maybe I should start at the bottom. Yeah, try that and see if that works. Maybe I didn't use enough water. Okay, so what could you do? Maybe I'll use my spray bottle and add more water, or I'll stick my hair under the kitchen sink and re-wet it. That's a great idea. Let them experience things and let them learn. It's called growth mindset. Ask them the questions. If they're doing something wrong, commend them for what they did right and ask them, what could you do different? What could you do better? Because that instills confidence in that child, and it helps them learn what they can do to take care of their wavy curly hair better until they finally start getting it themselves. And then when they can actually take care of their wavy curly hair and brush it successfully, you can be like, oh my God, you did an amazing job. You should be very proud of all the hard work that you did. Your hair is beautiful and you're beautiful. I'm so proud of you. That is going to go so much further in a child and their self-esteem than just running to the first solution of, oh, I don't know how to do this. I'm too lazy or too insecure to ask for help. And my only solution is to get the scissors and cut it. That teaches a child that their hair is not important, that they're not important, that their sense of identity is not important, that their worth is not important. And it is. So to the parents of that child that had that wavy curly hair that was all matted for 10 days because they went to their parents' house and it was neglected, that your child is old enough to take care of their hair. They are more than capable of taking care of their wavy curly hair. They need to be taught. And if you don't know how to take care of it, that's okay. It's okay if you don't know how to take care of it. There's no shame in saying, I don't know how to take care of my daughter's wavy curly hair. I don't understand. There's no shame in saying, I don't understand. And there's no shame in saying, I need help. Please help me. A better approach would have been say, hey, wavy curly hair community, my daughter came home with this matted hair from her dad's. I don't know how to take care of it. What tips and recommendations do you have for me? Or if the child came home from dad's and you needed to get taken care of, call a salon and book a salon and ask for help. How do I take care of this going forward? How do we ensure that this doesn't happen again? Can you give my daughter hair lessons? Can you teach her? And I'm sure there are plenty of men and women in the hair community that take care of wavy curly hair professionally would be more than happy to spend some time teaching your daughter how to take care of their wavy curly hair so they can love it and have the confidence in themselves when somebody is telling them something that is not correct to say, no, I know how to take care of my wavy curly hair. I can do this myself. Let me take care of it. I'm old enough to do this. I got the confidence in myself and my skills. There's no shame. And I know the curl community. There are influencers. There are people that make products for wavy curly hair. And there are hairstylists that would be more than happy to step up and help educate. And that's why I got into authorship. That's why I wrote my books, The Frizz Girls. Because I didn't have someone teaching me. And I got the only solution necessary was cut your hair. And that took me on a long journey. And it took me a really, really, really long time as an adult to finally realize that this is my hair and I love my hair. Even though it looks crazy today because I'm going to the gym and I don't care. It'll get washed later. It's fine. But it's why I wrote my books. To help kiddos know that they're not alone. That they don't have to go through what I went through. That they can learn how to take care of their wavy curly hair. And if they don't know how or their parents don't know how, just say, I need help. Let's ask. There's no shame in asking. But I grew up in an era and time where there wasn't a lot of help and there wasn't a lot of information. And there's so much help and so much information now. There's abundance of information on wavy curly hair. There's an abundance of products on wavy curly hair. There's abundance of people who love wavy curly hair and are teaching it and cutting it and taking care of it because it's to be celebrated and loved and cherished and welcomed. So if you're a kiddo or if you have a kiddo with wavy curly hair and you don't understand how to take care of it, don't reach for the scissors. That's not the solution. Unless the kiddo says, I want to cut my hair, unless they specifically say it, don't reach for the scissors. Reach for Google, reach for Instagram, do a search. Look for wavy curly hair specialists in your area. Ask them, hey, my daughter has wavy curly hair. I don't know how to take care of it. She doesn't know how to brush it. I don't know how to teach her. Can you help me? Can you give her a lesson? I'll pay you for your time. Stylists will be more than happy to help. Influencers will be more than happy to help. I will be more than happy to help. But it starts with recognizing you can't do it alone, or you don't know, or you don't understand. And it starts with putting your pride aside and just saying, I need help. I don't understand. And just asking. Because when you make the choice for a child to cut their hair without giving them the tools and knowledge, that shapes them for a very long time. And you want to make sure you instill love and confidence in them. So if you don't know, just ask. I wish my mom did. Have a great day, wavies and curlies. Bye.